I'm Bo with Windsor Industries, here to introduce you to the Chariot iScrub 24 and iScrub 26. So let's get started by looking at the machines. Let's begin our overview by taking a look at the components at the front of the machine. You have your 25-gallon solution tank access right here. To access the rest of the components, simply remove this recovery dome. You have access to your recovery dump hose, solution dump hose, and recovery bag right here. Now, for periodic cleaning of the recovery bag, let's take a look at how the recovery bag comes completely out so that it can be thoroughly cleaned. The first step in removing the bag is to remove the dump cap at the bottom of the bag. Simply reach in and unscrew it. Next, remove the float shutoff and twist the piping into an upright position. Pull the bag over the piping, grab the bag by the collar, and carefully remove it. Once you've removed the bag, you're looking directly into your solution tank. You'll need to maintain your solution filter, which is located right here. Please note that there will be some water that pools, so take a rag, soak up the water so that you don't get any cross-contamination, and then simply remove the solution filter. When you clean out the bag, be sure that you clean the solution filter thoroughly and then replace it. After you're done cleaning, it's time to reinstall the recovery bag. Simply grab the bottom, push it into place, reinstall the float shutoff. Once you've got the float shutoff installed, make sure that the top of the piping is flush with these two edges so that it's in the proper position and will shut off at the appropriate time. Lastly, reinstall the cap that locks the bag into the dump hose. Now let's take a look at the control panel. On the left side of the control panel, you'll find all the drive controls, such as the key, the forward and reverse switch, the electronic stop button, the horn, as well as a battery meter and hour meter for the machine. On the right side of the machine, you'll find the cleaning mode selector. This allows you to select between either the transport modes and any of the 3 cleaning modes. This is our green cleaning mode, or EcoMode. It uses less water, less vacuum, less pressure, it has lower noise, it uses less battery life, increases productivity, and is great for day cleaning. Each successive cleaning mode after that, A2 and A3, add more water, more brush pressure, and more vacuum. Furthermore, you'll see that there's a vacuum-only mode at the bottom, Mode B, and a double scrub mode with no vacuum in Mode C. Lastly, you'll find circuit breakers for both brushes located under the steering wheel. To access the brushes and squeegee on your Chariot iScrub 24, simply remove the side skirt, remove the pad driver, and then remove the Aquamizer squeegee. The Aquamizer system, which is on the iScrub 24, is a system that's patented by Windsor, where this squeegee simply holds the water in the cleaning chamber so that it can be used efficiently. Gives you a 50% increase in runtime because now, because the water's not going back to the squeegee, you don't need to put as much water onto the floor. To put the skirts back onto the deck, the Aquamizer squeegee will need to be lined up in the tab on the side in the groove where the nut tightens down and the stud that goes through this hole. Simply lift up, make sure that everything's aligned correctly, and then tighten down while you're holding it against the brace. Then put your pad on and your side skirt. To remove the squeegee, simply loosen the nut on the left side. Remove the hose, and you now have complete access to your squeegee. To put the squeegee back on, simply set it on the platform, give it a firm push, tighten your bolt, and then put the hose back on. Whenever you're working with batteries or chemicals that you're going to put into your solution tank, it's always a good idea to wear rubber gloves and safety goggles. To access the batteries in your Chariot, simply remove the back cover, then release the lock on the battery tray and slide the batteries out. You now have complete access to all the cells on all the batteries. You'll need to check each and every cell on each and every battery to make sure that each cell has a proper amount of water. What you're looking for is for the water level to be about 1/4 inch below the top of the battery. Water levels that are lower than 1/4 inch should be refilled with distilled water. If you don't have distilled water, tap water is okay, but distilled water will really make your batteries last longer. It's important to remember that if you charge the battery with any of the plates exposed above the water line, those parts of the plates will never again hold a charge. So it's very important that you check the battery water level before you begin cleaning and before you charge the batteries. At the beginning of the shift, unplug the batteries from the charger and plug them back into the machine. Fill the machine with fresh water and chemical. Be sure you measure your chemical accurately and fill the tank. Now let's go over the operation of your Chariot scrubber. To begin, you'll start by turning the key on, stepping onto the platform, and selecting either forward or reverse. Keep in mind that every time you step on and off the platform, the parking brake automatically locks. To release the parking brake, you'll need to select forward or reverse. And then select your transport speed to get you where you're going. Once you reach the area that you need to clean, simply select the cleaning mode you want and begin cleaning. The squeegee on the Chariot iScrub 24 swings out 14 inches on either side to capture water in tight turns. In order to get a thorough scrub, be sure to overlap the edge of your previous pass. When you're done cleaning, it's time to empty the recovery and solution tanks. Start by taking off the dome. To empty your tanks, the recovery tank is the large hose with the black cap. Your solution tank is the small hose with the white cap. Next, rinse out the recovery bag. Put the dome on the machine and vent it for storage. Rinse and clean your squeegees. Lastly, at the end of the shift, unplug the batteries from the machine and plug them into the charger. Congratulations, you're now ready to use your Chariot iScrub 24.